welcome to Friday night's episode of the Blitz Pickup. We play Tampa Bay this weekend, so let's talk about it. Offensive and defensive keys, as usual, our score predictions, key players, and we have some Lamar Jackson rumors that we might want to talk about tonight. So nothing else from me. Tony, come on up.
Hey, Jess, what's good? Why you said Tony come up? I thought it was somebody missing today or something.
There might be an empty box.
Why you stutter? Hey, what's good, Jess, man? How was Christmas? How was your holidays, man?
It was good. It was good. Was yours okay?
Somebody clearly had a little bit too much fun over the holidays. we got a box. Yo, see now, hey, this don't start with the mess. See, y'all don't know what she talking about. If y'all knew what she talking about, y'all know why I'm laughing. That's kind of crazy. Hey, Powerhouse TJ, what's good? I see you, G2. What's up? Happy holidays to everyone. Hopefully everyone had a good Christmas weekend or holiday, whatever holidays y'all celebrate. Hope y'all had a good time, enjoyed the family and things of that nature. I'm your boy still technically sobering up from last night because, man, I've been out all night. But hey, man, I'm here. I'm here even, after a long night. But, evidently somebody couldn't make it because they was my boy Lou say he got family over there. He got family. Look at her. She wilding. I see you in the chat wilding. My boy got family over there, so he's gonna be a little late. But hey, what's good, Josh? We got a game. Fortunately or unfortunately, however you want to look at it. Hold on. Matter of fact, when Lou get up here, I gotta tell you because Lou supposed to be going to the game. Him and his whole family is supposed to be going to the game. So I wonder if he's still going. I wonder if he's still making that trip. Or, did they have too much fun on Noche Buenos? I think that's what you call it. No, Noche Buenos. They celebrate Christmas Eve instead of Christmas. So looked like he was celebrating Christmas weekend or week or whatever you call it. Because my boy, hey man, listen, man. But listen, what you got for us, Jeff?
Well, let's see.
Ooh, what Vonjo at? We missing a box, Vonjo. We got an empty box.
We need to get like something to put in that box when it's empty. Nope. We need like a picture, an X, or something.
I got something. I know. You know what I'm.
We can play some
You know what I should get? I might get a little. You see how I got something that got the loading. That's what I'm gonna get. Either the circle or the loading bar.
Yes, that would be true. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see if I can put that in. I'm gonna figure it out. You just gave me an idea.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Would you?
We gonna have that by Monday, because just in case.
Maybe I don't. Hold on. Don't put too much pressure on me now. Don't put too much pressure on me. We will talk about this later. Powerhouse TJ. So just live around for Cap for life. I see you. Nene, happy holidays and appreciate you, Nene.
Happy holidays, sis.
Yeah, and all right. So let's get into it. We'll talk about these empty boxes later.
Anyway. Well, I don't even know where to begin because the last thing that's been on my mind in the past 3 days is the Miami Dolphins. So I'm just saying. What are offensive keys to win this game? Because it doesn't really even matter at this point. We might as well just call it a year.
No, you know what? Since you said that, hold on. Before you get into
Happy New Year.
Before we get into that, you think we should call it a year because of the season? Technically, we out of the playoffs. We still want to see what Quinn Ewers got, right? Technically, right? I think you know what I want. Sure. Let me tell you what I want before we get into the show. Let me tell you what I want. I want players like Max Crosby. Did you see what's going on with Max Crosby? I don't know if you saw that.
No.
Have you seen the news out of Las Vegas? So
No.
apparently,
No.
because apparently that game between Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Giants are the loser is
Mm-hmm.
in position to have the number one overall pick. So the Las Vegas Raiders decided to shut Max Crosby down for the year, putting him on IR or whatever. And he was so pissed off because he wanted to play, even though he did it with like a minor injury or something. And when he found out that they shut him down for the rest of the season, he walked out of the facility. He walked out on him. And yeah, so it was a interview that I don't know if it was this week or last week or whenever it was, that they were asking him. It had to be this week because they was asking him about them being in position to get the first overall pick. He literally said, "Listen, I don't give a f about that first overall pick. That's for them to worry about. My whole thing is being the best that I can every day for this team and give my all every game going forward." So he said, "I could care less about having a number one overall pick. He wants to be out there on the field with his team." And he say his job is to make tackles and sack the quarterback and make plays. So I'm sorry, but I like that mindset. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I'm loving that mindset. Regardless of them not being in the playoff, and them technically having nothing to play for, he's playing for his pride. He's playing for his self respect. And I put hey Siri, play Walk It Out. yo, Chess, you on one today. Hey, listen. No, hold on, my bad. Siri. Yo, I see him playing Walk It Out. Hey, my bad. Hey, yo, I forgot. I got two of them things right here. Yo, that's crazy. See what you made me do. But yeah. So he technically, you just reminded me what happened to Christian Wilkins, right, Nene? So yeah, I mean, I love it, right? So after I saw that news, I put a little a post out there on my my ex and said, "Yo, send them Chuck Robertson and bring him home. Let's get some kind of value out of Chop, because apparently you haven't been able to wear your little rivalry uniforms ever, because that man is trash. You was better off getting a Jalen Phillips jersey. I'm not gonna lie, because God, dog, that man has been terrible, terrible. I think he got 9.5 sacks in 2 seasons, and we spent a first round pick on that kid, man. I mean on that young man. So yeah, I don't like that. But yes, I didn't know if you heard that Max Crosby walked out on them boys. He literally walked out. So if we have players with that type of mentality in this locker room, it'll be a big difference. So yeah, I'm going to, even though I know he have a huge contract, so I'm not, it might not be, we're not in a position for that. But just to answer your question, or my response to you saying, we don't care about the offensive keys. We should, man. Well, not us. Let me stop. Our players should, because they get paid to play this game, and they they shouldn't mail it in. They should take notes from Max Crosby and go ahead and play it all out. But to get to your question, our offensive keys, yo, you dying over there. Yo, I see you where you are.
I just clipped that.
What? What?
You yelling at your phone.
Yo, you put that in there, set me up. Siri about to play Walk It Out on my phone. We got to get us clipped before we even get monetized. But listen, our offensive keys will be clearly run game. Now I was looking at some, going over the defensive stats. They actually have a good run defense. Now the overall defense is trash, I think. So let me see what they were. Yeah, so they give up 101 yards per game, which is good for seventh, right? Yeah, seventh in the league. So they actually don't have a bad run defense, but I think we still need to establish the run this game. And offensively, Mike McDaniel, please, I'm asking you again. This is game 2 of the quote unquote Quinn Ewers era. Please open up the playbook. I want to see this guy attempt all kind of throws. I do. I also want to see them put him in a position or in situations to where he has to at least attempt to drive the football downfield. I don't want no safe plays. Stop playing to not lose and play to win. You have not like what do we have to lose? Nothing. Go out there. If he throw 7 interceptions, so what? We're trying to see what we have in the guy. So go out there. I think he should open the playbook up and try everything. Use him for any situation. That is, what was the situation you was in last time? Going for on 4th down. Like why? I don't care. Especially when they were doing it to us. The first time we stopped them, they went for on 4th down, and then you got us in here, like not. Going for it on 4th down because we was on our own 40, I think, 40 something. And they did it, Cincinnati did it on their own 30. So, yeah, man, we need to open. Let's see what we have in Quinn Ewers. At bare minimum, he should be our backups. OC has something to say about Tua and the way he throws the ball versus Ewers. Interesting stuff. Yes, we did. We did speak on that. You know what? That is something, you know what, Nene? That is something that something we probably should talk about. But I'm gonna wait to the end segment when we speak on the Lamar to Miami thing narrative. But yeah, he did. He basically said if he's late with the football, he still could get the ball there as fast as if Tua was on time. So that was a shot at Tua to me, to me. But we'll talk about that later. But as far as offensive keys, run the ball. Even though they're the 7th ranked defense as far as rushing, we still should run the ball. Achan, first, shout out to Achan for being voted Pro Bowl. The only one that got voted in as a starter, even though they have a couple like Waddle and a couple people. I think it was Waddle, Alec Ingold, and I forgot. So it's like we had like 4 alternates, but Achan is the only one that got voted in as a starter, and he had the most votes out of any running back. So that's good. Shout out to that untouchable. I was trying to tell my co-host, that isn't here down there. It's supposed to be in that empty box down there. That boy Achan is possibly the future, but so shout out to him for that. But so yeah, let's get Waddle involved and let's see what Quinn Ewers have. I want to see maybe I say 11 to 12 targets for Waddle. I want them to get him involved and make sure they keep him involved. Last game, I think he had like 8 targets, so that's not bad. But I want to see 11 to 12 targets, and get what's his name? Get yours used to. I don't want to say forcing the ball to Waddle, but making sure he get his number 1 target involved in the game. Mike McDaniel should do that. They did it for Tyreek. Why they not doing for Waddle? And all y'all wonder why I said most likely Waddle probably isn't going to be here next year. I said this all off season. I said if the Dolphins knew like I know, they would get Waddle more involved because I'm quite sure he's not happy with his usage. And that's not looking good for us, especially if y'all have to be crazy. Y'all don't think those teams are going to spin a block and offer probably a 1st and 3rd again for Waddle this offseason. So yeah, basically simple, keep it simple. Don't outsmart yourself, Mike McDaniel. Like you did it last game, like with these foolish plays that you were doing. Just keep it nice and simple, And let's see if we could. It's our last home game. Probably gonna be kind of empty. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's our last home game. Hopefully, we go out there and get a victory, but get a good showing from our offense. That's what I'm looking for. This a good showing. Because even though we've been winning prior to last week, our offense hasn't been looking good. The only one that was looking that's been pretty good is Achan. Tua was trash. Let's be honest. Tua's been trash when we was winning and even in our loss. He's been horrible this year. So I would like to at least see one quarterback look pretty decent before the season is over with. And I know a lot of people that wants to tank, bro. It's too late for that. It is too late for that. If you go look on Tankathon right now, the highest we can get, I believe, is 8 because we're in the 10th spot right now, and the difference between 10 and 8 is not that big of a difference. So go out and give it your all, man. Have that Max Crosby mindset. Sorry, guys. But yeah, so that's my offensive keys would be Waddle, run game, and Mike McDaniel open up the playbook for Quinn Ewers.
Okay. Sounds good. Oh, happy holidays.
Nene and Jess. Dang, boy, narrowed it down. It's 18 people here. You know what?
Got left out.
There's 20 people here now, and you just saying 2 people? Boy. 10 and 8 could be huge. Why risk it? 10 and 8. What? All right, G2.
That's crazy.
Go ahead, Jess.
All right, so we flip it now, right? Defense. What are your defensive keys to win this game?
My defensive keys, it don't matter. What Anthony Weaver's keys to be. Listen, defensive keys is, I think they should focus on Bucky Irvin, right? The run game. Please stop the run. Always any defensive kid be stopping the run. However, I've been noticing because Baker Mayfield, he started off pretty hot. But do y'all know that he's been really bad? Let me give y'all his last 3 games. They're on a 3-game loser streak. His last 3 games are, this is what he had. He had 122 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 277 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and 145 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. So that's 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions in the last 3 games with average of 181 yards per game. So for us, I would say our defensive keys is we should try to make Baker Mayfield beat us. Don't let the run game, Ricard, what his name? Ricard, right? I don't know how to say how he said his name. The number 1 Ricard, their running back, and Bucky Irvin. Stop the run. Don't allow them to, run the ball because that's obviously going to dictate the pace of the game. And let's see if Baker Mayfield could get out of this funk. Like, I'm be real with you. He hasn't been playing well as of late. So if we could stop the run and hopefully Baker Mayfield continue his downward trend as of late, then I think we could get a victory. I'm not gonna say, well, defense need to help. You know what? They need to step up because they had a terrible game last game. Joe Burrow marched the football up and down the field. They didn't put up no resistance. It was just too easy for me, and I don't like that. So they need to redeem themselves. Anthony Weaver, you listen. Them eyes are on you. People are saying that you might be up for a head coaching job. I did point out, last show that we did on Monday that if we're gonna keep it a buck, your defense haven't been stepping up against the upper the top tier talent. It hasn't. Now technically Tampa Bay still have something to play for because I think if they win out, they will own the tiebreaker over the Carolina Panthers, I believe. So they're gonna come give it their all. But Anthony Weaver, that defense got to show up, man. I'm sorry. And our defensive players, Jordan Brooks, you need a bounce back game. You look bad. Right? D-line, y'all need a bounce back game. Y'all look bad. And clearly, Rasul Douglas and your boy Jack Jones, they had their worst games of the season. Especially Jack Jones. He was getting torched last game. That boy was getting cooked. So I think that they're due for, and I ain't gonna say due for, but they need a bounce back game. They need to put up a better effort than they did last time. 45 points at home is completely unacceptable. Like, nah, we cannot have that again. So I think the keys is that our defense need to stop the run. Shout out to Lou in the building. Stop the run, force Baker Mayfield, and keep him in the pocket. Because Baker Mayfield is pretty dangerous when he, creating and basically playing backyard football. So keep him in the pocket. Let's see if he could get himself out of that funk. and hopefully we get some turnovers. I keep telling y'all about our defense. Our defense needs to get turnovers because for some reason, when they get one turnover, they tend to come in bunches. But when they don't get no turnovers, they don't get none at all. So it's like an all or nothing thing for us when it comes to turnovers. So I believe if we can force some turnovers, then we can help out our offense and get them some short field. And maybe Mike McDaniel will open up the playbook a little bit more for Quinn Ewers to get a lead. Everyone knows defense. Any defense plays better with the lead because that's allow you to rush the passer, and any D line they want to rush the passer and make them a one dimensional offense. Any defense want that. So yeah, for me, I think our number one priority should be stopping the run. Don't let Bucky Irving get. He's kind of like an H-N, so yeah, he's versatile. He could receive out of the backfield. He could run. He's a little elusive. So yeah. But Lou, what's good with you, my brother?
Tone, Jess, what's good?
Hey, Lou.
You know,
Lou, before you tell us some of your stuff about this, when you get a chance later today or tomorrow, please rewatch this stream and go back to the 10-minute mark when Siri on Tony's phone listened to me very loud and clear, because we had a moment on here.
Listen. I don't know what y'all got going on, right? I don't know,
yeah.
but I tried to tune in a little bit. I text Tone a little bit earlier. I got a house full of people, so now I'm trying to get away for a little bit. But did I hear something about woof woof? Like
No, hey, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's her.
Wasn't the Siri thing, but yeah.
You know what, Lou? Ask her what that means. Hey, Jess, you want to elaborate what that?
That's a backstage conversation. Woof.
Yeah, I heard something with a woof in it, and I was like, "Hey, man, what the hell is going on, man?"
No. We had a funny moment, bro. She had put in there because I told her about Max Crosby. Have you heard? Not like Lou. Now we got you up here. You heard about the Max Crosby thing? What's going on over there?
I seen something about or like a clip going around him saying that after number one pick, he don't care nothing about that and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, listen, it's been rumored.
Wait. No. That's not what I'm talking about. That is a video.
Fine.
Cool. But do you know? So apparently, I don't know if that was before or after that interview. You do know the Las Vegas, they decided to shut him down for the rest of the season, putting him on IR, and he was fighting to play the last two games. You know, he walked out of the facility when they did that. He got mad and walked out.
Oh, it's probably over for him.
So yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, for Miami, nothing, because you don't have the money to get him. So, yeah, I know it's a cool story and everybody would want to talk about it and, yeah, bring him home. Now, would I love to go get him? Absolutely. But
Hey,
I just don't.
You see when I put it on X, I said, hey, send him Chop and bring him home. But that money is crazy.
Yeah,
but I was talking about
crazy.
more oh yeah, so I was talking more because I said earlier on to the show today, I like the mindset, right? That's where I was coming from that standpoint, because Jess was like, hey man, give us the offensive keys, even though it don't matter at this point. And then that brought me to Max Crosby, and they have nothing to play for. And as a matter of fact, it'll benefit them as a franchise, more for them to lose than win. But he don't care. He said his job is to go out there and get sacks and make plays for the defense. What do you think about that mindset?
Oh, listen, from a mindset standpoint, Tom, Max Crosby is everything you want. I mean, just listen to him. A team that has been consistently losing. Like, we talk about Miami not winning the Raiders haven't won basically in years, and they got that kind of caliber player, and he's talking about after number one pick, they shut him down. According to what you're saying, he's walking out of the building. That goes to show that guy doesn't. It's not about the money for him. It's not about. All he wants to do is win, bro. That's all he wants to do. So yeah, I'm with it. From that standpoint, the mindset. That's what this team is missing here in Miami. A bunch of guys like that. I'm not saying we don't have those kind of guys, but they're far and few in between. If we had a 53-man roster of a bunch of Max Crosby's, I think this team would be much better. So yeah,
fact.
The mindset is spot on.
Facts. All right, that's what I was talking about. You want to get your defensive keys? I already did. We already did offense. We on defense right now.
Defensive keys for Miami.
Yeah.
Don't let Baker Mayfield get on track. I don't know here recently. I believe the Buccaneers at one point were 5-1 during the season, or they started off the season 5-1. They're right now at 7-8.
Mm-hmm.
So
I got the numbers. I'm gonna give it to you. I was gonna save them later, but they actually started 6-2, and now they're 1-6. I mean, and lately they've been 1-6, so now they're 7-8.
Yeah,
so,
listen, Baker Mayfield, that rookie season for Emeka Egbuka, it started off hot. He's kind of simmered down. They just got Jalen McMillan back. Chris Godwin, I think, is, again, a possession receiver in my eyes. Doesn't really scare you downfield. Can catch everything. He has great hands, but it just hasn't looked right. Tone, I heard you when I first got up here. You were talking about Bucky Irvin. That's their weapon. Just how, like, in Miami, it's as far as A-Chain can take us. Here in Tampa Bay, it's kind of the same thing. I know they got weapons. Mike Evans is obviously, he's a concern too. But I don't know. I kind of caught the tail end. But Bucky Irvin is their offense. You stop Bucky Irvin, you got a good chance of beating Tampa Bay. So defensive keys, I'm with you. I would say stopping the run, and then the same thing I said last week about Joe Burrow, Tone, Jess. If you let Baker Mayfield just sit in the pocket and be comfortable, he can kill you. If you kind of, get him to where, I don't want to say he plays with happy feet. He's not like a Tua. But when he starts feeling the pressure, I would say Baker Mayfield tries to do too much. And that's when the Dolphins could probably turn that into a couple turnovers and stuff. Because one thing about Baker Mayfield, he will take chances. He doesn't shy away from trying to make the play on every play. It's like first down, he's playing like if the game was on the line and was a fourth down. And that's how he just plays the game. So stop the run, stop Bucky Irving, create some pressure on Baker Mayfield, and try to get as many turnovers as you can get. I would say that's my defensive key. It all starts with stopping Bucky Irving, though, for me, Tom. That's what the Dolphins got to do. You stop Bucky Irving, you should be good.
Yeah, I did point out. I don't know if you heard. So I did point out Baker Mayfield. His past 3 games. The last 3 games, he's averaged 181 yards passing, and he has 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. So he hasn't been playing particularly well. So and that goes to your part when I was gonna, I'm gonna save it for next to finishing off about Baker Mayfield. Hopefully we could keep him on that trend of that downward spiral that he's been having. He had 3 lackluster performances in a row, and it is not no coincidence they're on a 3-game losing streak right now. So
yeah, Baker's not been playing well. That offense in general has not been playing well, and hell, the defense in Tampa really hasn't been playing well. Their corners, they probably have one of the worst secondaries in the league. Levante David, their middle linebacker, he is just old, slow. Like, again, they're talking about this is probably his last 2 games of the season before he retires. It's nothing really is a concern for Tampa Bay. Like, Tampa Bay, I know it is what it is. No, look, they're 1 game better than we are, is what they are. They're not a good football team. Again, it's not that good, Tone, to be honest. Not a lot of people probably, this ain't a game that a lot of people are going to be watching on Sunday. I can promise you that. Like, this is just, we as Dolphin fans, we're invested in it. But across the league, this is probably a game that's not getting watched. It's 2 bad teams playing on Sunday.
All right, Jess, what we got?
All right, moving on. Key players, score predictions. Again, give your key players. Don't do your score predictions off the rip. Tony,
I will do. I see him backstage. He probably
because he wasn't here in the beginning. Sorry, Lou. Blame Tony.
Yeah. Well, okay, that's what happened. I'm like, oh shit. You want to take this first?
Yeah.
Or you
I would like to see Lou go first because you've been here already. So.
Yeah, look, key players. Yeah. Hey, listen, there was no one. Look, they want me back inside now. I'm trying, man. Listen, if y'all know, man, I'm trying to get away from these goddamn people. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
But no, I love my family, my immediate family. All these other people. Hey, listen, y'all getting me off track. Key players, Quinn Ewers. That's what I'm looking for. We're not playing for nothing, bro. Again, I could care less about wins and losses at this point. I want to see Mike McDaniel, to be honest with you. I don't even need to see A-Chain that much neither. Like, it is what it is. Y'all want to keep giving him numbers and things of that nature. That's fine. It's all about Quinn Ewers for me. That's the key player. I want to see what Quinn Ewers has. Like this, me and Tone kind of said it last week. You know, get Quinn Ewers in a rhythm early if you're Mike McDaniel, but then kind of open it up and just let it loose. You have nothing to lose. I would say, forget about getting them loose. Just open this thing up, man. I want to see him making throws that we haven't been able to see or at least attempt to see in the past 6 years. Quinn Ewers is what it is for me on offense. I'm going to be short. Defensively, I would like to see Jordan Brooks kind of get back on track. Getting left off the Pro Bowl list, which Pro Bowls, it doesn't matter, it's fan-driven anyway, so it's not like it really, really matters. But, Tone, I don't know if you agree, but Jordan Brooks didn't play his best football on Sunday against the Cincinnati Bengals. I would like to see him kind of get back on track. So, defensively, key player for me, Jordan Brooks. Offensively, again, is Quinn Ewers. I want this offense to get opened up. If it was me, I'm not going to lie, I would let Quinn Ewers throw the ball 40-plus times if I was Mike McDaniel. I'm not going to lie to you. Go. Pick a guy, let it fly. Dan Marino should be in that building telling everybody, pick a guy, let it fly. Quinn Ewers offensively, Jordan Brooks defensively, my two key players of Sunday.
Okay, for me, it'll be our secondary. I believe they had their worst game. So yes, this secondary is going to be. I'm looking at every last one of y'all to see how y'all perform. Again, I already told y'all Baker Mayfield hasn't been playing well the past 3 games, and they're on a 3-game losing streak. So, yes, I say secondary, and I want our rush defense on defense. Our rush defense, I think we need to, if we could stop them from running the ball, I believe, like you just pointed this out, Lou, Baker Mayfield, he's a gunslinger, so he will put the football in dangers. In dangerous positions and give you opportunity to create a turnover here and there, maybe 1 or 2. So let's do that. Don't let him be a playmaker. When he get a play, when he's outside the pocket, making plays with his feet, and running people over. He like trash talking now to get the team excited and things of that nature. Just no, I'll force him to stay in the pocket, get some pressure on him, and let's see if we can force him into turnovers. So that's my keys for my key players will be our defensive line and our secondary. On offense, listen, I want to see Quinn Ewers passing the football. I just do. I want to see what we have in him. Like it's clear, obviously. HN. Okay, we know we got an HN. So yes, that'll be the key to victory. So he's going to get his. But I want to see Quinn Ewers airing it out. Let's air this football out. So Quinn Ewers is also one of my key players. Mike McDaniel, you are a key player even though you're not on the field. Your play calling and the way that you call plays, I'm going to be paying attention to because it's on you whether you allow Quinn Ewers to air the football out. And we already know everything pretty much from this offense, from the offensive standpoint, we know what we're getting. We know we have in our offensive line. And you mentioned Jordan Brooks been a snub. Jordan Brooks, probably because the last impression they had was the last game, you play horrible, bro. So come out and make this a redemption game and be the Jordan Brooks that you was for the most part of the season. For pretty much the most part of the season. Not the last one. Be that one that's running around, tackling people, big hits, and be the force on defense and show the people why you should have been voted in as a Pro Bowl starter, right? So let's get that together. And also, last but not least, I wrote it down. They're giving up 25.1 points a game. That's 24th 24th in the league. That the Tampa Bay. So we need to get in the end zone. Their passing defense is 26th in the league, giving up 200 and is that 82 or 42? I don't know. I got terrible handle, but I think it's 242 a game, which is 26th in the league. So they don't have a good passing defense. I already pointed out their rush defense is 7. So they have a pretty good rush defense, the top 10 rush defense. But so their weakness is passing. And what a coincidence. We want to see what we got out of our quarterback. If this is not a game for you to air it out, I don't know what last game was, because Cincinnati defense is worse than Tampa, but you didn't air it out. But you have 2 games back-to-back to see what we have in Quinn Ewers. Mike McDaniel, don't mess this up. Do not mess this up. Let's see what we have in Quinn Ewers. Now, do I think he could be a starter? No. I'm going to continue that. No, I don't think so. But he could at least be a serviceable backup. So please, air the football out. I don't care if you throw the ball 3 times in a row. Okay, cool. This season has meaning to it. And that is seeing what you have in Quinn Ewers. And it could possibly save your season or your job, because you see what happened with the San Francisco found out when they had him Brock Purdy. He was Mr. Irrelevant. Now, Quinn Ewers ain't too far off. He's not too far from that, because he's a 7th-round draft pick. So, bro, just come on. Mike McDaniel, stop outsmart yourself. Keep it nice and simple. Please, my good brother. At Jess, we lose Jess. Look how she was froze, so she should be back. But yeah, so that would be my key players to the game. My goodness. Mike McDaniel, just make it could be all so simple for us. Let's see what we have in Quinn Ewers. Boom. Right, you came back right on time. Jess, can we do our score prediction now?
The snow knocked out my internet, I guess.
Oh, shout out to the snow, man.
Shout out to the snow. Yeah, score prediction time. Who wants to go first?
You want me to go further? You know what I'm saying? I know you wanted to see Lewis first because he was late.
You can go first.
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna be short with mine, and just a score prediction. I got the Miami Dolphins losing 24-20 to the Buccaneers.
Oh, you got us losing 24-20. My score prediction, I also have us losing. Hopefully it's 27-24. So hopefully Quinn Ewers could get us in the end zone 4 times. I mean 3 times, sorry, and 3 touchdowns and a field goal. Obviously, I need that too. I'll tell y'all later why I need that. But but I do have Tampa Bay winning 27-24. Tampa Bay have something to play for. I just want to point that out. Y'all do know if Tampa Bay win their last 2 games, they can still make the playoffs because they can win their division. Because they played the Panthers the last game of the season. So they're coming in playing their toughest. This is not 2 teams that have nothing to play for. They actually does. They actually do have something to play for. So I'm going to be paying attention to that. And I predict them to win. Lou, before I know you keeping it short, are you still planning on going to the game, or I see you got a lot of family members there, so I don't know. You still plan on making that trip?
I don't think so. It's probably a no-go for me. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, Jess.
Interesting. So I actually took that into consideration, that Tampa Bay has something to play for, and I'm in the mood to ruin some dreams. So 2017 Miami.
Yeah, Miami Dolphins winning 20-17.
Yep.
There you go. See,
the question I have, a little side
how we gonna
question. Well, I don't even know how we're gonna lose. With Jess, real quick, how we losing?
How we losing?
Yeah.
I said
she got us winning. She got us winning.
I got us winning.
Oh, well, never mind. I guess my bonus question for y'all then, real quick.
So we got a bonus question. What you? Oh, go ahead.
Well, just to this conversation. Do you think Miami, the Dolphins, from an organizational standpoint, do you think they want to win?
They should. I just point out Max Crosby. They should want to win. Like I said, Lou, you probably want to hear. Because listen, the highest we could get, is we could get up to 8. We're at 10 right now. We can get up to 8. You know,
Right.
getting in the top 7 is out of the question. The difference between the 8 and 10 is not a big difference in players. Let's be 100. Like you really, if you're fighting for a top 5, top 3, that to me that's a big difference. But come on, from 8 to 10, ain't no, bro. So yes, I think we should win. But oh man, like us as fans, we have the luxury of saying, oh, you know, let's get a top pick and let's tank and things of that nature. But those players on the field, no, you get paid to do a job. Go out and do it, regardless of what. Have that Max Crosby mindset. I get paid to go out there to play defense, and that's what I'm going to do to the best of my abilities. So yeah, I think for the Dolphins, they should be out there wanting to win. Because you know what, Lou? Regardless of what the situation is, in order to go to that stadium and watch the game, we still got to pay for those tickets. It isn't free. So nah, yeah. But what are your I mean, Jess, you what you think? You said yeah, right?
What happened?
You said no, huh?
No to what?
That we should.
Oh, that we shouldn't want to win. No, yeah. I was just doing it or saying that as a draft perspective at this point.
Oh,
should they want to? Well, of course, like they're always going to want to win, but realistically, they should know their limitations at this point. Just saying.
Lou, what about you? You answered the question. You answer.
Right.
Well, I'm with you, Tone. I think from a player standpoint, I think all the players want to win. But I brought up the organization because I don't know if the organization is, let's say the organization has all of us fooled, hoodwinked, bamboozled, and they let's say again, just for the conversation, that they want to go get Mendoza or Dante Moore. Let's say the Dolphins organization loves Mendoza and Moore. And let's say, for the sake of this conversation, Moore is coming out, right? If I look at the Giants, that's one of the teams that's up there. I don't think they're moving off of Jackson Dart after one season. Again, I could be wrong, but I doubt it, right? I could be. I'm just saying, Tennessee is another team that's up there. I doubt. I mean, it could happen, but I doubt Tennessee is moving off of Cam Ward after one season, right? So all I'm saying is, if the Dolphins look at it from that perspective, I know you said we can only get from 10 to 8, but if let's say if they're trying to move up, don't you think it would be easier for them to move up from 8 to, because again, if the Giants, let's say, don't need a quarterback, Tennessee doesn't need a quarterback, let's say either Moore or Mendoza is on the board, one of them are on there at 4. Let's say we're at pick 4 already, and one of those guys are still there. Do you think Miami says, hey, we can get up from 8 to 4? Right? I'm just coming from that standpoint. I'm with you. I don't think they should do it. I was just posing the question, do you think it's a possibility that maybe the organization is feeling like that, though? Not the players.
I mean, they could, but I don't think we're in a position to be giving up draft capital, being how many players we have that's not on the contract. So
right.
And it could be, I mean, 2 spots could be a difference in, you know, maybe a third or fourth and then now, you know, you have to give up a second, you know, something like that. So that could make a minor difference. I just don't think it's worth. And, you know, I'm quite sure, Lou, you under the same mindset as I am. I don't think neither one of these quarterbacks is worth moving up to give up draft capital for. But if the Miami Dolphins are in the, you know, from that mindset, say, are we going to get one of these guys? They identify the guy that they like. I wouldn't mind, I'll be honest. But I think the compensation, let's say it's the Giants. I'm going to put it like this. You don't think they're moving off Dart? I think they possibly could. I think if the Giants are number 1, I think they'd probably be like, you know what, we're gonna use Jackson Dart and trade him. You get what I'm saying? And draft Mendoza. Right? You see what I'm saying? And then now if a Dolphin from that standpoint, it's not gonna cost you as much as it would cost you to move to 2 to get Jackson Dart. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And just starts, he's still on that rookie contract. He's only 1 year in. And I think they should be thinking from that standpoint. Right. And be honest with you, I don't think 8 or 10, I think that's too much to give up for a Jackson Dart. But I think the Giants would be more than happy to take pick number 8 or 10 if they're at number 1 and they want Mendoza or Dante Moore to say, all right, let's just give us that draft pick. We'll give you Jackson Dart. You get what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it from that standpoint. Now, if it's the Las Vegas, they probably gonna want everything to go, because they're in dire need of a quarterback.
Right.
Even though they just paid Geno Smith. So yeah, it depends on who's at that number 1 spot for me. But they could be looking at it from that standpoint.
Would you get up now? Jalen Waddle during the trade deadline, there was rumored that the Giants were very interested in pulling the trade off of Jalen Waddle. If the Giants called you and said, "Hey, Tone, we'll give you Jackson Dart straight up for Jalen Waddle," you making that deal?
Yeah, me, yeah. Mm-hmm. Right, but I think if they want to do that, they'll have to throw in like a 4th round pick or something, 3rd or 4th round pick.
Something on top of that. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
For me. So yeah, but I mean, get that quarterback we need. I'm sorry, we do need one. So, and Jackson Dart was 26, right? They traded back up and got him 26 overall, if I'm not mistaken, Lou.
Something like that. I know they came back up in the 1st round. So yeah.
So you're gonna get a top 5 guy, right? Or number 6, you're gonna get a top 6 guy for the guy you spent the 26th round draft pick on. So no, but yeah, I would. But that's it. Since we get in our last topic though.
Your favorite? Well, I don't want to say that, but I feel like your favorite of the night. I'm just saying. I feel like this is a favorite topic for you for tonight.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Lamar Jackson. There's been a lot of rumors the past couple days. Lamar to Miami. I've seen things like 3 first-round draft picks over the next couple years in exchange for him. I've seen some interesting, intriguing things. So what are your feelings on this? Are you for this, against it? I'm just curious at this point.
Yeah, let me start on this one. I saw people saying Tua, and I think it was 2 first round, whatever it was, online. And then I saw, was it PFF? No, whoever it was, I saw we get Lamar Jackson, Baltimore get Tua and 3 first-round picks.
I think that's the one that I saw.
I was like, y'all have lost y'all MFing minds. No. And now I saw someone when I put, he's getting older and his injuries are piling up. And someone put the little looking emoji like, and it probably stemmed from me saying that I would trade the whole house and the farm for Joe Burrow. So let me explain something to y'all, because Joe Burrow is pretty injured. So, we have to take that in consideration. But see, when I look at things and when I make my decisions, I look at the full body of work. So, Lamar Jackson, who would you say had a better team around him since they've been in the league? Joe Burrow or Lamar Jackson?
Lamar Jackson.
Who do you say had better defense? Well, so we get for offense, defense. He had a great defense. Always had top 10 defenses. Sometimes top 5. Right? They went and got him. The running back, Travis Henry. Derrick Henry. Sorry, when they got Derrick Henry, almost a 2,000-yard rusher, and he's been on. He's always had an offensive line. Great defense, offensive line. Now, wide receiver, they could have done better, but he's always like, why people disrespect Mark Andrews? Because Mark Andrews is the equivalent of Patrick Mahomes having Travis Kelce. Mark Andrews has always been a top 2 tight end receiver for the most part of his career. Now, his last 2 seasons hasn't been to the top 2, but then Isaiah Likely stepped up and became a top 5 tight end threat. And he had that run game and that offense.
They also have Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers, but receivers, Zay Flowers, things of that nature. And I would say the receiver core, okay, cool. But the difference between Lamar Jackson and a Joe Burrow is the style to play, the way Joe Burrow plays, he can play that till he's in his 40s because he played from the pocket. Lamar Jackson, although he's been playing better as of late, and not this season, but let's say this season he was injured. Okay, cool. If y'all want to say he was injured, cool. But last season proved when he was in that championship game, when he tried to prove that he could beat you from the pocket, he's not the same Lamar Jackson. The Lamar Jackson that makes him special is the Lamar Jackson that create with his legs, that is a freakish athlete. How long do you think he could play that style of offense? That's what you have to look up. And then he's having hamstrings and lower extremity injuries. Those things start to add up, especially when you rely on your athleticism for the most part, which what makes you special. Lamar Jackson in the pocket is not what makes him special. Lamar Jackson in the pocket is not what makes him an MVP candidate year in and year out. His athleticism, his ability to create, and then that leads to him getting big plays downfield. That is what my issue, why I look at it different. Because, sorry, those injuries cannot start piling up and you play that style. Because of Joe Burrow, you can protect him from getting injury like we did with Tua. Like I said, you give Mike McDaniel a Joe Burrow and put him in this quick timing-based offense and he don't get hit as much. Remember, Joe Burrow is in the top 3 most hit quarterbacks every year. Tua is in the bottom 10 every year of getting hit. So you bring someone like that over here, you could possibly eliminate those injuries. You get what I'm saying? So that, to me, that's one part. Second part is, what has Lamar Jackson done to say he's worth 3 first rounders? Because if you going out to get someone like that that's already in the league, he's seeking another contract. Remember this. He's seeking an extension. This is part of one of the issues, too, as well. So you're going to move off a tour contract just to bring in Lamar's? You're going to be possibly in the same situation. So you have to have a guy that could possibly win in spite of, which is, I think, Joe Burrow can, and Lamar can as well. But the way that he can win in spite of is his athleticism, and I'm not liking these injuries that's starting to pile up. Right? So thinking from that standpoint. And another thing that I look at it is Joe Burrow at his best, 2 AFC championship games and a Super Bowl appearance with the team that he had. Lamar Jackson at his best with better team, overall team, which is that defense is basically the equivalent of have a dynamic duo at wide receiver, which is what Joe Burrow has at his disposal. The best he did was 1 AFC championship appearance. So who am I more willing to go get? The guy that shows me the capability of getting his team to a Super Bowl. Not a guy that his biggest downfall is he can't win in the playoffs. Go look at Joe Burrow's playoff record and go look at Lamar Jackson's. Night and day. And last but not least, who has Lamar proven he can't beat in the playoffs? Lamar lost to a Tennessee Titans team with Tannehill on that team. He lost to that team. Lamar Jackson has yet to beat Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. I know a guy who has. I know a guy who has both of their numbers in the playoffs and a winning record against them in the playoffs, and that's Joe Burrow. The people that Lamar cannot get past, Joe Burrow beat them on multiple occasions and in their house. I'm sorry. So to me, that is worth 3 first rounders, and that's why I'm not giving up 3 first rounders for Lamar Jackson. Because at your best, my brother, what you have, 1 AFC championship? I'm not giving up 3 rounders for that. And the minute you face either Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen, it's a wrap for you. It's a wrap. So, sorry. I can't. No, to me, no, I'm not giving up no deep first rounder for a guy that hasn't proven that, that hasn't proven that he can get over the Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen hurdle. No. But I would for a guy that will, or that showed that he could. So to me, that's my stance on that. It's all fan and dandy. And for y'all that I saw someone, here you go, Pablo Diaz. Joe Burrow without two top wide receivers would not work in Miami. That's false, because we've seen him without two top wide receivers before. And we've seen him perform. I think he was when Jamar Chase, he missed 3 or 4 games. I think it was 4 games. He went 3-1 in those games. And then to further that, guess what? You don't think if we bring Joe Burrow in, Waddle Stan, and Tyreek is going to rework that contract to play with Joe Burrow. So he could possibly have 2 dynamic receivers again. With Darren Waller being a playmaker and the 8-10 in the backfield, stop it. Cut it out. Sorry, but yes, to me, that's how I look at it. So for everyone that's saying, 3 first rounders, no. And it's because of play style. Now, if it's a more, and again, somebody explain to me, why would the Baltimore Ravens want to take on Tua's contract? Why? Somebody explain to me, how did that make any sense for the Baltimore Ravens to bring in Tua?
Yeah, that's just stupid. No, like Baltimore's not getting off of Lamar to bring in Tua like that. That's just a stupid, again, people. I know Batman was running a space today. He had that dumbass shit where he asked that question.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. So
no, that's me.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not doing that neither. Tone, just to kind of follow up what you're saying. You said 3 first rounders. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't even give Baltimore 2 first rounders.
No, me neither.
I wouldn't do it for 2. Now, if you're telling me all they wanted was maybe a first and something later or whatever, I would possibly consider that.
Yeah,
right?
I'm doing that.
But anything like 2, 3, nah, hell no, bro. I'm with you. Bro, Lamar Jackson, and again, I know they're not gonna like to hear this. Lamar Jackson's closer to the end of his career than the beginning. This is not the Lamar Jackson from 4 to 5 years ago, Tone. I'm with you. It's all about playing style. There's a reason, Tone, that you can see a 44-year-old Phillip Rivers come back into the league after being retired for 5 years. Even though the Colts are not winning, he's putting up numbers. It looks like he's still able to play the game. Because 44-year-old Phillip Rivers is the exact same as 28-year-old Phillip Rivers. It's the same. He's always been a pocket passer. Lamar Jackson is the type by 32, 33 years old, he's out of this league. Just like Cam Newton was, because their playing style. Over a 60, and again, I want to be fair to Lamar. Lamar has gotten way better as a passing quarterback. Right? But to your point, Tone, what made him special, what made him that elite was his athleticism and the way he could use his legs to play that position. He can't do that no more. And you're seeing it this season. I do but think Lamar Jackson has been hurt a little bit this season. Oh, obviously, we know he was hurt when he came back. You don't see the same Lamar. Like, he's a little bit more hesitant to try to run now. And even when he does, he doesn't look like he has that overall burst from yesteryears. And now you're seeing what it looks like when he has to pass consistently from the pocket. It's not that good. So yeah, I see Sunny Days in here talking about 3 first rounders, and again, respectfully, that's you. I get it.
Not
I'm
gonna
not.
happen.
Who am I to tell you you're wrong? I'll just say I wouldn't do it. Like I don't think Lamar Jackson is that kind of player no more. He's closer to the end than the beginning. Now, if you were telling me if we were getting Lamar Jackson from 5 years ago, right? If we could trade for that guy, man, listen, 3 first round picks, it wouldn't even be a question. But now, this current version of Lamar Jackson, nah, bro, I'm out. He's just not worth it, bro. He the longevity, right? It is not worth the investment. I'm sorry, it's just not. I'm off of the Lamar thing. I'm with you. Like if it was Burrow, we've kind of talked about it. I'd be willing to move heaven on earth to go get Joe Burrow, but Lamar Jackson, nah, bro. I'm sorry. It's not. It's not what it is. It At that point, I'd get a rookie. Go get me somebody in the draft. Wait till 27. Go get someone like that in the draft. Like Lamar Jackson, nah, bro, he's done already. I don't want to say he's done, but it's not nowhere where 3 or 2 first round picks are into play. You want to talk about one, cool, but nah. I'm not doing 2 first rounders, 3 first rounders, all these scenarios that people are talking about. Nah, Lamar Jackson ain't that caliber player no more. I'm sorry. You're gonna start seeing the decline, at least in my opinion. So I'd be off of Lamar.
Yeah, and I'm not going to. I mean, he had a down season this year, but I'm saying every time he tried to prove that he's a pocket quarterback is when he have his worst games. And let's be 100%. In all of those playoff losses, he has critical turnovers. He has bad games. Like, we got to be 100. I'm sorry. It's not only based on, like, even with now, we have hindsight. Even the Lamar, like you said, 4 or 5 years ago, he still hasn't proven or shown the ability or the capability to beat the Joe Burrows or the Josh Allen. I mean not Joe Burrow. I'm sorry, the Patrick Mahomes or the Josh Allens. The same thing we can't do over here. So I'm just saying, at his best, what you getting? Now, back in the days, would I be willing to take a shot? Yes, obviously, because it's young. But I'm talking about right now. Right now, it's like I've seen your body of work. I've seen what you have with a team built around you. And I'm sorry, but can we get a game where you don't contribute to the loss? That's all I'm saying. Because when you pay those guys and you're willing to give up that much, then they have to win those big games. I don't want what you gonna bring him over here what so he can prove that he can win a playoff game? Like, think about that. Has Lamar Jackson ever won 2 playoff games in a season? I don't think he has.
Nah, I don't believe so. No.
I'm trying to see last year when they lost to Kansas City, didn't they have home field advantage that year?
Yeah, but I think that once they the time they got to the championship game, I think
I was saying they only won one game in the AFC Championship. So never won more than one playoff game in his career. We just saying that because we like him. But when we talk about bringing them over here to our team, the team that I root for, I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, I like Lamar. He's from the crib. He technically wants to play here. But to give up that kind of capital, my brother, I got to say, you know what? If you put him in a better situation, he probably win some games, his team. Because, yeah, sometimes, the Kansas City game, Andrews dropped the 2-point conversion. Cool. Zay Flowers fumbled the ball going into the touchdown. Cool. But we're not going to take away Lamar 3 turnovers that game. 3 turnovers. And you're going to tell me I'm going to give up 3 first rounders to possibly win a playoff? No, it's not worth that. Are you crazy? You give that up, it's like, okay, we're in our Super Bowl window and we have the ability or the capability to win it all. And those 3 first-round picks is not worth that. Cool. But that's not who Lamar Jackson is. At least that's who he hasn't shown that. Remember, we're still going to be in cap hell because now he's already have a contract. And on top of that, he's looking for an extension. People don't know that part about it. So we're still going to be limited in what we could do with this salary cap and with the players we could bring in. So, no, I'm sorry. I'm not giving up no 3 first-rounders so we can win a playoff game. My goal is not to see us win a playoff game. My goal is to see us be able to win multiple playoff games and possibly a Super Bowl. And that's what you move off those 3 first-rounders for. Or you do that if you see a potential franchise quarterback that you got 5 years on a rookie contract that is worked at. So if you give up those 3 first-rounders, you have 5 years to make them work out. And within the next 2, you have your first-rounders back. So if you don't work out, you could have your draft capital back. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, Tua. And first of all, when it started with Tua, y'all should have been like, what? Excuse me? Who's taking on that contract? Y'all think Baltimore front office is incompetent? Come on. That's one of the best front offices in NFL and has been. That's crazy to me. Yeah, I'm sorry. Don't everyone say that Gruden won a Super Bowl with Tony Dungy's roster? Didn't Mike Tomlin win Bill Cowher's roster? Keep the same energy. You must be. You had to be. I don't think that's up here. Maybe arguing with somebody in there.
What does that even mean, though?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it had to be something probably going back and forth. I know him and Nene was going at it for a minute. Sunny Day say, Tony, you have to win 1 playoff game before you can win 2. Bring Lamar home. Did you just not hear me say that Lamar has never won 2 playoff games in his career? Did you not hear that part?
Regardless of the fact, like I'm not even. It's for me. That's not even the argument. I don't care if Lamar Jackson would have won a Super Bowl in Baltimore. I don't care if he would have won 2 or 3. Who cares? I'm not paying him or bringing him in for what he did in Baltimore. I'm bringing you in for what you could do in Miami. The fact of the matter is, bro, Lamar Jackson's not going to be the same caliber player in 2 years. He just isn't. He's 29 now. He'll be 30 going into next season. I mean, how many more years do you think realistically Lamar Jackson is going to be the Lamar Jackson of when he was winning MVPs? I mean, let's talk about it.
That's the thing. We don't know. And that's what I said. It's the play style.
It's the play style. It's the same thing with Cam Newton. You see, Cam Newton was dynamic. He was one of those ones until that athleticism went away. And then what happened to him?
Yep.
Done. That's why the Tom Brady's, the Aaron Rodgers, the Drew Breeses, the Peyton Mannings, you look at the Phillip Rivers, they're playing into their 40s. You think Lamar Jackson could play in his 40s?
Not with that playing style.
Do you think Cam Newton, what? He was 32 out of the league, 33 years old out of the league. Why do you think that is?
Play style.
And he was a freak, 6'6", 6'7", big. It is what it is. Like, it's over.
Yep. I agree with that. Nah. And at least I'm sorry. And that's just me. From my standpoint, everyone could have their own opinion. But me, from my standpoint, if I'm going out there to get a guy and give up 3 first round, 3 of them things? Nah, man. That got to come with the ability because you already have the body of work in front of you. It's not like going up to get a guy that you could run that risk on it because you have 5 years to get to where you want on a rookie contract. Not only do you have to bring Lamar in, but he's already going to take up a lot of your cap space. So you're going to be limited to the team you could put around him. So, sorry, no. You have to take all that in consideration. Not just the name. You know, people get enamored by the name. Oh, it's Lamar Jackson. Okay, let's really break it down. It's Lamar Jackson. Can't be Josh Allen in the playoffs. Can't be Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. Has yet to win. He has a losing record in the playoffs. I think he's been in the league since 2016, people. What that is, 8 years? Been in the league for 8 years. And he has 2 playoff wins, I think. 2. With loaded teams. Yeah, I'm sorry. Listen, if he come at a discounted price, cool. I'm all good with that. But 3 first rounders? No. And then another thing, we have to change the whole offense up for Lamar. He cannot play in a timing-based offense. That's not a strong suit. Just keep that in mind too. Fumbles got the what's good with you, my brother. I see you. he said Newton didn't want to jump on that fumble. And I was in the Super Bowl, but hey, it is what it is. But yes, man, I saw that, and Lou, you know, I wouldn't expect nothing else from Batman. Somebody tell Batman, listen, Batman, if you're gonna have your boy up there as a co-host, stop sending me your stop sending me your spaces. I'm not going in there. Like, don't send it. He sent it to me twice too. Like, bro, do you see who you got other co-hosts? You know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know what I'm saying? And it's not that I got nothing. It's just that I don't want to get in there and have to talk to somebody and be extra friendly. No, he going to try to be friendly and all that. And I'm like, nah, I'd rather not have to tell somebody, nah, bro, I'm good. I don't talk to you like that. You get what I'm saying? Than to go in there and have to, nah. A lot of people that be online, they just nah. I'm not like that. I just don't. I'll catch another space somehow. Nah, Lamar could do anything Tua can do 3 times better. G2, bro, stick to whatever you do. When it comes to this kind of stuff, just relax, bro. But yeah, no, because what offense are we gonna run under Lamar? Did y'all think about that? Nah, just bring him in. Not thinking we have to change the whole entire offense. Sean, what's good? I see you in the building. But listen, man, that's my take on that Lamar thing. It's not for no three first rounders. If it was a way that we could get in for something less, of course, it'd be worth taking the risk. He's still an MVP caliber quarterback, but not for no 3 first rounders. No. And Lou pointed out one of the biggest things. You got to think about how long are you going to be able to have him, with the playing style that he has. I mean, that last injury, did y'all see the last injury with the back? And now he's doubtful? Like, bro, he just felt like he barely got hit. G2, he cannot. If you think Lamar Jackson could run a timing-based style offense, stop talking about football. You just showing how much you don't know what you're talking about. Like, let's be 100. No, that's not his style. It's not a style of offense. That's what the type of thing that you have to be mindful of when you're thinking about bringing in a quarterback. What type of offense can they run? What skill sets do they have? Accuracy is not his thing. Like, No, maybe a first and a fourth or something. Bring me Lamar. Okay, cool. It's worth it, especially if somebody willing to take on that tour contract, which it isn't. But we still essentially we're going to be in the same situation. At least with listen, and another thing, at least with tour, at the very least, we could get off from next year. Lamar, you bringing him in, you got to extend him, and you're going to be stuck under that contract. So you're going to be stuck in a situation with a cap for a longer period of time. All these things we have to take in consideration. So, nah, man. No, sorry. Not 3. But, man, there you have it. That's what I got. Any, Judge Lou, y'all got anything else?
Nah. Not on, especially not on this Lamar thing.
Yeah,
Man.
and we got what? Well, we got only 36 people on the contract?
Yeah, we need too many people. Ain't bringing Lamar in for what?
It look like
I'm good.
It look like Justice froze. It's like she froze. I don't know, but yeah, we need to get what her thoughts on. Sunny Day say, "What do you just think about Lamar?" I think she's frozen at this point. Right now,
she's probably having bad weather up there.
Yeah, I would say she did say the snow knocked out a connection. So, yeah, I would love to see what she think about it. Oh, you back, Jess? Barely.
What's up?
Sunny Days had a question for you. What does you think about Lamar? What do you think about Lamar?
I'm not giving 3 first-round picks for him, that's for sure. Wasn't really. I think we've covered this in another episode where I said I wasn't exactly like giving up much for Joe Burrow either, but I'm going for Joe over Lamar Jackson. That's definitely an obvious. I personally I don't want any of them because I don't want people's recycled mess. I'd rather go and get a young kid and build them up from there. But that's my personal opinion. I know everybody needs a vet. I get it. I'm just not keen on it.
Well, I don't think I would say either of them are recycled mess. I think the reason that they're getting out is because they want to get out of that situation. That's the difference between those two. So it's not like a player that the franchise is giving up on them. Is a player that's showing like, no, I want to get into they want in a better situation to be able to win. So no, it's not. These are two capable, especially Joe Burrow. No, that these two capable quarterbacks that shows you that they can win on the next level.
I don't think I don't think that's a franchise thing that they're trying to boot them out. I'm just saying, if you want to leave to go win somewhere, you're not coming to Miami. Period.
Shit, I mean,
plenty of other places to go.
I mean, with Tyreek and Waddle, you can't. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, but I mean, I think that right now we need too many people that's not under contract, and it's not conducive to winning in the future for you to do that, take on a contract like that. We're trying to get out of our contract, and you'd rather do that with a rookie quarterback. But if you are going to take a chance, like I say, I'd rather do that Joe Burrow than Lamar, because at least with him, he's shown the capability of getting to the big game. But hey, man, it is what it is. Lou, just if y'all ain't got nothing, man. Lou, bro, you can get us up out of here, my bro.
Yeah, listen, sorry about me being late. Got a house full of people screaming and yelling. You know how Spanish people are. They just loud as hell. You probably understand that because you've listened to me, and sometimes I can get loud. So the fact of the matter is, this has been the Friday episode of the Blitz Pickup. Shout out to my brother Tom for holding it down, my sis Jess holding it down. We'll see y'all Sunday for the call of the game between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Miami Dolphins, 1 p.m. I believe. Ain't that the game? Yeah, it's 1. It's 1 o'clock. So I guess the revolver goes to my brother and sister for holding it down tonight. Y'all know what it is. I ain't gonna put the meme. I'm just gonna say it. Bang, 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 bang. We out of
Hey,
here.
and
Man.
happy holidays. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man, for sure. And we out of here, man.